Go. Welcome to Beast of the Southeast. We're here with Kevin. He has his spicy Crusadia deck profile. Do you have anything to say about it?
I put it together today. I saw the idea floating around online and I really wanted to try it out. And a group of us got together, had a little tournament, and it performed surprisingly well. So I'm excited to kind of show it off a little bit.
All right, well, let's get into it, man.
So obviously you run your triple Maximus, your triple Arborea, because we are running Needle Fiber and she's a tuner, triple Reclusia, and double Draco. We're not running Leonis. I might consider just one, just because sometimes the piercing is relevant, but these are really the only Crusadias you need. Level 4s are relevant, and then Reclusia pops, and of course the tuner.
Very nice.
So that's the Crusadia lineup. Next, we're running an honorary Crusadia Formate Skipper. This card is pretty freaking nutty. So obviously, on summon, which you will do instead of revealing, which would normally be a Balinx or whatever, you would reveal Spatha. It becomes a Crusadia, and you link it away for a Magius, and then trigger it to get your Parallel Exceed.
Oh, wow.
And so, obviously, that's just a free either rank 4 or, obviously, extenders. And it's just busted if you also open up an Arborea and you just combo from there. And then, obviously, we're playing Crusadia, so we're playing the Dragon Package, the 2 babies. We're playing Brotar, and this will be relevant in a bit. Red MD, it is errata, but it still gives you a free Skull Dread, so why not still play it? And we're playing the Buster Sword, because it's busted, and what more can you say other than locking your opponent out of the extra deck?
It's too good.
And for the Spice, again, we were playing between ourselves, so we did allow proxies, because I just could not find anyone to have this card, but triple Nemesis Flag, and 1 Escados, and 1 Protos. So this little engine is freaking insane. What Nemesis Flag does, its summoning condition is you just return any banished monster, I believe. Yeah. Any banished monster you just return to the deck and special itself, and then during the main phase you can search any Nemesis card aside from itself, so you search either Escados or Protos. And what these will do is, Protos is based on attribute, and Escados is based on monster type. What you'll do is you'll banish the corresponding type of monsters and summon it to the field. The effects will destroy. You'll declare either a monster type or an attribute, and it'll destroy all monsters on the field of that said type. And neither a player can special that type of monster until your next turn. So it just locks your opponent out. And my favorite thing with this card is the baby dragons. So what you would normally do is I will search the black dragon off of Brotar by targeting the LP and summon it out. And if I open this and this has already been banished to bring out the white, I shuffle this back, summon this, combo, link these away, and this will search me back the black dragon for next turn. So it just you don't lose any hand advantage, which is freaking crazy. And these performed exceptionally well, and it's even more ridiculous once we get to the rest of the support, or rest of the deck, I should say.
I might try that later.
Then we're playing 1 O-Line. I might throw in a Jet Synchron. I put this all together in an hour or two, so I'm definitely still testing it out. But 1 O-Line, obviously, for synchro plays at Needle Fiber. It is Crusadia, and I personally love running Kaijus, because if, worst case, you go second, you just Kaiju them and equal max them for game. Pretty straightforward. And then, because we run Kaijus, I run the triple Waterfront. Gamma Seal, self-explanatory. You get negates for days. Doggeron came up actually 2 or 3 times today with its first effect, just to clear the board and then go off from there. And Radiant was just another name and another body, and its effect is actually pretty relevant, just to give you another token to either link summon with or attack with. And I mean, it worked out exceptionally well for me. Awesome. Then 1-of spells, Reborn, Rhoda, and 1 for 1 for your skipper. Not much to say with those. And then the MVP card that was just like insane was Triple Chaos based that just released. So basically, you send any dark or light monster from your hand to the graveyard and search the opposite attribute, and that's either level 4 through 8 that cannot be normal summon or set. So usually you'll search your baby dragons with this, or
busted.
you can also search Protos or Escados with this. And what's to make this even more busted is you can shuffle back one of those light or dark monsters that can't be normal summoned or set and draw a card. So I did this convoluted play where I discarded the Escados, searched the baby dark dragon, banished the Escados, or whichever one is the dark light one, shuffled it back with this, drew a card, and it was the Nemeses flag. And so I just got it back for free. So I built so much advantage for free because of this card. The effects can be activated at the same turn, which is even more insane. It's just like a freaking blowout. I love this card to death. And then one Imperial Order because Dark Will No More is a card, and yeah, not much else to say there.
Imperial Order in the main. It never conflicted?
It actually didn't because I only run only 12 spells, so it's never an order. I mean, never an issue. And honestly, I don't think I drew into it at all today, but it's mainly just for Dark Ruler. Okay. And I run Saryuja, so you're gonna draw into it potentially.
Oh, all right, nice.
So for the extra, the Magius, Spatha for the Format Skipper, and for your Dragon Link plays, and Maximus because it punches over stuff. One Saryuja, I might bump to 2, but one today worked out pretty well. And it's Saryuja, it draws you cards and special stuff for free. It's just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Obviously to go with that, the LB and the Pisty. Dragon stuff. One, Destruction, Protection Whelp. Protector Whelp. This is mainly just a name and, not a name, but like a generic Dragon Link I can use to get rid of either LP or Pisty. What's also good about it is it's a light dragon, which one is it? I think it's Protos. That's the same. Escados is a light dragon. So when you summon Brotar, you can target the Protector Whelp and search this directly if you don't open flag, which is pretty nutty.
Wow.
One Link Cross because we run the Needle Fiber. So this is just used to help maybe to go into a Savage Dragon. I didn't actually pull these off today, so I'm still obviously testing it out, but this is pretty self-explanatory. Needle Fiber is just nutty with this deck.
Okay.
IP and the Union Carrier for the Destruction Sword. Unicorn for IP as well, and this Dweller for either what are they called? Exceeds or just generic
Eldritch.
Yeah, pretty much. And my last card was the Trishula Fusion. So I did run this a few formats back because it helps clear out your field from the Pisty and LP when you have an abundant amount of monsters, and you get a peek at what your opponent is playing. So I figured that would be helpful since I'm running the 2 Nemesis cards to kind of like predict what to hit ahead of time. I didn't make it at all today just because it never really came up. So this is more than likely going to get swapped out for a Reproductus, because you just make that. You can target your Escados or Protos and make it whatever you need to, and declare that exact monster type or attribute and destroy it. And because they can't be destroyed by card effects, you don't lose anything, and you still get to prevent your opponent from summoning anything.
Oh wow!
So it's just insane. But yeah, I didn't make it at all. And same thing for the Link Cross and Savage Dragon. I barely went into them today, but it's still a work in progress. So I'm definitely open to any suggestions or. Yeah.
Do you have any ideas on what you want to change for the main?
For the main, at the moment, I don't know what I would change. Definitely, I'll play around with my tuners that I have I am using. But as for now, I was pretty satisfied with it as is. Yeah, I'll just play around a little bit with it, but at the moment it worked out beautifully for me. I maybe just play around with the kaiju engine just a little bit because I did brick at one point by opening kaijus and the big guys with nothing else. So definitely probably just that. And then obviously with the extra deck, probably just this and the Link Cross or something.
All right. Well, I appreciate the profile. It's a pretty solid list. Congratulations on getting first place at your local, yes, friend's home. But congratulations, and I hope to see more of this in the future. This is a very interesting profile.
Thank you, sir.
Anyway, this is Team Beast of the Southeast, and we're out of here.